All right, guys, I have a beautiful house here. It's gonna be a shorter video, but it has a golf course right behind us. And I am in New Baltimore from my home built by New Mark Homes. Priced at $589, 3-bed, 2.5 bath. Let's get into it right after this. This is your first time here. How you doing? Congratulations. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and also I am a real estate agent. And if you are looking to buy or sell anywhere in the Macomb, Oakland, or even Wayne County area, I don't discriminate on Wayne County. Information is in the description below. Also, have it in the comment section if you want to fill out that form, all right? So let's get straight into this house and let's talk about what it has to offer. It will be a shorter video though. So we're gonna look past the grass. Obviously they haven't put any grass down right now, but you know, your neighbors have grass, they've got grass. So we're just gonna actually use our vision on this house. Because on the inside, they have some paper down on the hardwood. Just don't want to get it dirty. So we're gonna use our vision on here. But one of the first things that jumps out to me that I really like, I'm a huge fan of, is a side garage. Some of you guys have watched my videos. I always talk about garages and basements like it's the best thing in the world. That's because I like garages and I love a side garage. It just adds to the curb appeal. And a nice long driveway. Awesome, awesome. Love the black roof. I love ranches. I just love how the roofs, they have that high pitch, you know, on the roof. I just love a lot of things about ranches. You know, I used to be a big colonial fan because I grew up in a colonial, but I love ranches just because it's a lot more simple, one layout, and you get a big basement. And this is behind a golf course, so we will take a look at that when we go inside. But you know, you kind of got a couple different things going on here on the outside. So you got this kind of lighter arch right here, you know, a little bit of a darker tone there, you know, and then you got the lighter at the bottom, you know, so there's, and then the black roof, and you got black gutters. So it's actually pretty cool touch. It is priced at $589, and this is the Anchor Bay School District. So as soon as I walk in this house, again, this is 2,300 square feet. You know, everything is pretty much right here. And to your right, you have your study room. We're gonna look past the paper because they don't want to get it dirty, but you know, nice hardwood floors here. I'll just do a quick little walk around. So it is a good size. I mean, you know, you can do quite a bit in here. Nice long desk. Have some, even if you wanted a chair in here, you could do that. Whichever you prefer. Or I've even seen some people turn this into a kids play area. You know, if you want all the toys on the floor, that way you can just close the door and leave all the junk in here. I've seen that. My wife is a big fan of that idea. I'm not, but. So, you know, we're getting greeted with some accent walls here. Black trim, you know, black, they've given you black plates, black door handles, black hinges, black fixtures. So, you know, they're definitely trying to show you some elegance here. I love the two beams across the family room area or great room. I always think that that's a great touch though. You know, that just, you know, whether it's shiplap they have at the top or the beams. I love when they can do that. And they have the tray ceilings as well. So added some character here. So that's where they tried to give you, you know, in this build. So there's your kitchen. pantry going straight downstairs. And then to your left are gonna be your bedrooms and your bathrooms. And that's pretty much how a lot of these ranches are set up. They're usually all kind of all in one area. So let's take a look here at the kitchen. Now I know it's not a huge kitchen, right? I need a 1 to 5 for the space of a 2,300 square foot house. What would you add? What would you take away? Is it perfect? Quartz countertop. And the builder here, they've been building for over 25 years. So this is Newmark Homes. I believe they are headquartered in Shelby Township. But look at that cool, again, kind of that shiplap. So they're giving you some character here, which I love that part of it. Wood on the ceiling, your wood beams. You know, they're kind of giving you this kind of outdoor, you know, cabin feel. Giving you a stainless steel vent. Open up one of these cabinets for you. So you do have, you know, your regular sized cabinet here, but you do have, I would say, enough space. Definitely have enough space to, you know, put your pots and pans in and silverware. They are soft close, shaker style cabinets. Okay. And this is where your built-in microwave would go. Nice undermount sink, which is my absolute favorite. I actually just put a poll onto the channel to see what was your guys' favorite type of sink, undermount, apron sink, or a top mount. And definitely believe the undermount sink was definitely in the lead. Such a clean look. Black kitchen faucet. This is pretty popular faucet type. And this would be your eating area. So there's your full open concept view. Definitely went for more of an open look here. So you do have a pantry that we're gonna take a look at right on the side of here. I would definitely say it's a good sized pantry. What do you guys think of the floors? Are you a fan of the floors here? Do you think they should have went darker? Do you think lighter was a good option? What do you guys think? We'll take a look back here later, but let's take a look here in the great room. So I like how they've kind of given you this accent with this all black wall here where your TV would go, and then the lighter wood. They're kind of playing around with a few different colors, right? So you have the all black, you've got the light wood, and then you also have a little light gray around your fireplace. And there's your natural light coming in, so you definitely have that. You know, with your 2 windows on the side and then your 1 big window there. So that is not a problem. Let's take a look at the backyard. I won't really Will I step down? You know what? Maybe I might step down. Let's see. Here's your golf course. So I don't know. I've seen some mini PGA players out here. Seem to be doing pretty decent. I didn't see any hit the window, so they might be doing pretty good. But I would say you get a decent backyard, right? So, you know, once you put a deck back here, you know, I would say you really don't have a whole lot of space once you put a deck back here, but you know, you do have this. Let me step down so you guys can actually see it. No, actually, you still have some space. You know, you put a deck down, you still have quite a bit of space to do something. You know, you might, if you fence in your yard and stuff like that, you might start kind of eating at the space, but it's not bad. You know, if I were to give it a out of 5, I would say you get about this is 2.5, probably 2.5, 3 backyard space. All right, let me use my knees to get up here. So again, if you guys are interested at all, you know, if you're looking to buy or sell, or your family's looking to sell a home, you know, I am a realtor, please reach out to me. Or again, my information is in the description below. Phone number, you can text, email, and I even have a form you can take a look at. Let's take a look here, and then we'll take a look at the basement later. So right here is gonna be the master. So again, they're following the beams in here. They painted them black. So I can kind of see they're trying to give you some character. Accent wall, the beams at the top. Okay. I'm gonna walk to the other side, give you guys an idea. All right, so there's your walk-in closet. That's gonna be one walk-in closet. And I will tell you guys, one thing I do like about New Baltimore, it's kind of like a newer city. They have a downtown area right by, like literally off of Lake St. Clair, that is minutes away from here. I mean, you could probably get there in 2.5 minutes. And it's a nice little sneaky town, you know, a downtown area, you know, you can definitely plan some pretty good family events, picnics down there. You know, not a whole lot of places to eat. You know, they have some bars and some small places, but you know, it's a nice place to enjoy. You know, something I wouldn't expect in downtown New Baltimore. But I do like this area. A lot of new homes, a lot of new construction is happening here. There's your double vanity. Stand-up showers behind here, so I'll show you that. And then you do have a tub. When I was actually looking for my house, New Baltimore was top on my list. There's just something about New Baltimore I liked. It is a little further east for a lot of people. You know, if you're for 94, you know, you're a little bit further east of 94, but you know, you usually get, you know, newer subdivisions, and you know, I just like the vibe over here in Chesterfield. So there's your stand-up shower. You do get a tub. Again, I want to get you guys' feedback on this. I love being able to respond to your comments and just kind of see where you guys are. You know, it's always good to be able to talk to my subscribers. You know, whether they like it, they don't. they would add this. I just enjoy it. All right. So there's your master bedroom. So let's take a look at the other 2 bedrooms. And so right here is going to be your shared bathroom. So pretty normal sized bedroom here. I'll open this up just for you guys. It's actually a little bit bigger than I thought. I mean, it's not super big, but you know, it's got a little bit of space. Not anything crazy. And then notice this one actually has a vaulted ceiling actually. So this one's a little bit higher. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe if I turn that light off, you can kind of see it's a little bit higher. It's higher than the master. Would have given the master a form of a pitch or a vaulted ceiling, you know, in my opinion. But I'm sure, you know, I'm not a builder. I am for sure not a builder. I am a looker, you know. So I like looking. I like being able to see what builders are doing, so I can share with my clients as they tell me what they're looking for. And you know, usually different home builders specialize in certain things. You have some that are great luxury, some that are great when it comes to entry level. And so, you know, based on the conversations that I have with my clients, I can kind of give them a good idea of what Cherry Creek would do, what Newmark Homes would do, and what Lombardo specializes in. So I just want to show you guys just, you know, what these home builders are doing. So pretty normal size bathroom right here. Let me show you behind the kitchen, the 3-car garage, and then the basement. But, you know, if you take away the price, I gotta tell you guys that, because, you know, sometimes in the comment section, you guys are like, no, man, the price. But if you take away the price, right, it's actually, I mean, it's a nice home. I mean, I like open, I like wide, so I'm okay with this. You know, and I like the shiplap that they got across here. I like the character that they're building. And of course, the 3-car garage on the side, I think it's a pretty cool idea, you know? All right, so here's your half bath that your guests would use. And then laundry room. They've already built out your sink right here. They've given you the same faucet. Instead of giving you that generic, you know, tub sink, whatever you want to call it. Your cubby area, which I'm sure if you guys have been watching my videos or just other videos in general, you'll notice that this is the new thing, right? They're giving you the storage area right off of the garage. That's kind of the theme. I think that's like probably just like a little timestamp thing where it say, hey, this is a 2022, 2023 build type thing. So here's your 3-car garage. Of course, it's spacious, big. You know, and if my car guys are in the building, you know, this is definitely enough for a lift. Get a lift in here, you get what, 1, 2, 3, 4 cars in here, right? Now, if you get 2 lifts, then you know, hey, we're talking here. I would love to get a lift in my house. I need a bigger garage though. That is a dream of mine, to put a lift in my garage. All right, let's take a look at the basement. Very, very big basement. And from my standpoint, this basement definitely deserves a bedroom. By this being a 3-bedroom house, there's comps for 4 bedrooms, which would increase the value of your home, like instantly. You know, adding a bedroom would definitely give you some equity. I would debate on a bathroom. It would not hurt. But I mean, you have a very big basement. I mean, right between here, you know, right there would be your bedroom where the egress window would be. Let's just go ahead and put a closet on there. Make sure it's at least 7 feet, which it is. You guys are good to go. And you still would have enough for, you know what I would do? And I want to hear you guys in the comments. You know, what you would do if you just had all the money, you know, no money was not a factor. Let's play the game, right? What would you do in the basement? And I would definitely create another kitchen down here. I would make this the gourmet kitchen style in the basement with the eating area and a bedroom. And of course, probably a small entertainment area since we're gonna eat down here. But I definitely would trick the basement out, and I would do those things. But for sure, add a bedroom because the comps support it. So that's what I would do. You know, so some people are probably thinking a 3-bedroom house, what? That's where I would add a 4th bedroom down there. And I think that would be a good idea. All right, so we're gonna wrap this video up. I told you it wouldn't be as long as our other ones, but I just wanted to show you guys this. If you wanna see a golfer back there, someone golfing right there. It's looking just as confused as I would on the course. Probably lost the ball. All right, guys, so that is it. I just wanted to show you guys this house here in New Baltimore. So make sure you guys like, you comment, and subscribe, right? And again, if you're looking to buy or sell, whether it's this year, next year, or down the road, or if you're looking to sell, if you know family members that are looking to sell a house, inherited a house, whatever it is, I want to be able to help them out. My information is in the description below. In the comment section, I have it pinned as well. So I love to be able to talk to you guys. Subscribers reach out to me all the time. So I want to hear from you guys. And again, I want to see what I can do to help you guys or just tell you what you need. All right. But other than that, I'm going to go to another house in Shelby Township, film that house. Okay. So with all that being said, you guys be blessed, and I'll see you on the next video.